So I am thinking now, basically, on how to survive life. Um, I'm thinking that life is insane, um, basically insane, um, and there's no reason for life to go well. Life can quite easily be awful, and I suppose one of the aims of life is to find ways to make it less awful. And being cynical, I'm thinking that that's kind of all you can do. The goal of life might be to make it less awful. No, that is a very cynical way of looking at it, but it does have a positive side. Um, I'm in a position that is really difficult. I'm finding it really difficult. I've had a brain injury, and so life has become a mess basically. Everything is upside down, and it's very tempting to just throw the towel in and sit on the sofa and be miserable all the time. And I am thinking about that still. But at the same time, I'm thinking I don't have a choice but to try and survive this. I have to make this work somehow because I don't have a choice. I'm alive and going forward. So I want to make that journey more pleasurable, just better basically. So I'm trying to find a way to do that. And one of the ways, or I say one, the only way I've found so far is to do YouTube work and communicate and express myself because I'm finding that useful to do and it's what I want to do. I'm not doing it for other people, frankly, but I do hope that I can help people out there if possible. But I don't like being dependent on a technology platform to survive life. But I'm finding that I don't really have a choice at the moment, and I don't know what else to do. So I do want to try and be useful to 5 people out there that watch anything I produce. So I am thinking of what to do in life to make it survivable and make it pleasurable. Um, so YouTube work is one. I need to do fitness things as well. I think, but it's important to me. I think to be communicating and still learning stuff. But I think the bottom line is I am trying to find a way to be happy, and I suppose that's what everyone does basically. But it can be very easy to focus on the negative things in life and forget the good things in life that are going okay. And I keep thinking of how things could be and why I shouldn't moan too much, basically. And one of the things that's occurred to me is that I could be deaf, for example, or I could be blind. And I know that there are a lot of people, literally in the thousands of people out there are blind or deaf. And I'm not blind or deaf. So I do have problems with my eyes at the moment caused by the injury. But I'm trying to realize how bad it could be and appreciate what I have that's good. And to be blind is just so incredibly awful. Yet people are blind and they survive, they still move forward somehow in life. I really don't understand how they manage it, but they do, and I'm so impressed by it that they found a way to make life work regardless. They haven't given up, they have just gone forward, and it's just so amazing they can do that. And it's the same with deafness. To be hearing enabled and then to lose your hearing, must be so incredible. I suppose it's different for people that have been deaf since birth, so that's not so much of an issue. But to lose your hearing in some fashion, as I'm sure a lot of people have, it's just inconceivable to me how they manage to survive it. But they do, and they just move forward somehow. So the range of impressive people out there is enormous. People that have lost abilities or senses and still find a way forward in life. And I don't think it's a few people, I think it's hundreds and thousands of people that have to deal with incredible adversity in life. And I sit here moaning about my partial physical disability, and my difficulty in walking, and the biggest problem is that I've lost my memory as well as part of my injury. So I'm feeling very sorry for myself. And I'm just so grateful to be able to take a step back and realize just how bad things could be, and how, as bad as things are for me, I'm actually doing okay compared to how it could be. I'm in something called supported living at the moment, so I'm being looked after, I'm being fed, I have a place to sleep that's safe. So, as awful as the situation is, it's so much less awful than how it could be. I could be homeless, I could be blind, I could be deaf, I could owe lots of money, I could have vicious injuries. And I know that there are so many people out there that have to endure such misery in life. So I've done a video before that said always look on the bright side of life or something like that. But I'm revisiting that again because it is so important to see what you have in life that is valuable, that is good, and it isn't all bad. And appreciate what you have that works well and okay. So if you owe £100 or whatever and you have no money in your bank account, just try to be grateful you don't owe £1,000. If you're blind in one eye, then be glad you're not blind in both eyes. And if you're deaf, try and appreciate that you're not blind as well. It seems facile to just say, oh, you can just ignore the adversity and just see the positives. But I'm not making light of the problems that there are, because the problems that there are can be enormous and so frustrating, and sometimes they just can't be solved, they can't be tackled, they just have to be endured. So I'm definitely still in the zone of feeling sorry for myself, but I'm putting one foot into the zone of trying to be positive, trying to appreciate what's going well and see how much worse things could be. So I'm trying to make progress basically, because I really don't want to be miserable all the time, but it's very hard to avoid that situation. So my advice to you, speaking as someone who wishes he was wise, is try and be positive, try and see things in a way that means something. Things are not all negative, even if they are overwhelmingly negative. There are still some things that are better than the bad things. So I think it's vital in a way, because of the way life seems to be. I mean, it's full of adversity, it's full of difficulty, and navigating it is incredibly difficult. Um, I suppose there are some things that are easy. I mean, the day goes on, the earth is there. Hopefully, you have a bed to sleep on and food in the fridge. So, there are some things that are just there, hopefully. But you have to be positive if you want to avoid being miserable all the time. And I'm struggling with that. But I am trying to make progress. And I believe that progress is possible. Um, I don't think I've managed it completely yet, but I'm definitely nose to the grindstone, I think they call it. I want to be happier. I want to make things work. And that means looking for things that are better than they could be. And I'm finding that there are a lot of things that are still going well in my life that I previously haven't appreciated, and it's making a difference to my mood and my hopes for success in life. Because life is extraordinarily difficult. Um, and so seeing things that are going well is an important thing to be doing to stay sane. So help yourself and try and see things that are positive. And there are things that are positive. Even if you're listening to me now, if you're able to follow my words, then that's positive in itself, just as a start. And then you can go from there, maybe, and try and make yourself happier, basically. Because life is what it is, and what it is what you make it. Um, there has to be a way forward because you don't have a choice. So do what you can.